Okay. So for number 10 then? Right now? Or I don't know.
Number 6. Oh, number 6? Part 2, number 6.
Yeah.
So what I did is you just copy and paste the stuff. Do you want to go over the answers that we got for standard deviation, mean, and sample number? So for company A, for the mean, I got 21.276. Standard deviation was 37.67, and then the sample size was 41. Yeah.
For some reason, when I like plugged that one in, it gave me something else, but I think I must have just messed up one of the numbers or something. Because the other ones I got.
Yeah, like I got the same thing. You got.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. For these, you get the mean was 33.48, and the standard deviation was 49.3. The sample size was 25.
Yep. Exactly.
It's just.
And C, I got mean of 41.122, standard deviation of 79.177, and sample size of 27.
Yeah.
Same here.
Barely just sent text message.
Cool. Awesome.
And then for company D, I got 0.706 for the mean. The standard deviation was 21.054, and the sample size was 49.
Yep. Same.
Which one? Okay. Wait, did we say number E?
No. Do you have that one, Julie?
Yeah. So the mean is negative 1.08, and then standard deviation was 21 point. Sample size is 32.
Yep. Same.
Cool.
Kind of hard to show the graphs for question 7.
Yeah. They're on my lap.
And yeah. But they all pretty much look the same. I understood the graph, the histogram of the vertical axis recorded how many there were in that grouping, and then the horizontal was the stock prices. If that makes sense. There weren't any labels, so I kind of had to guess on that one. Did you guys think the same thing on those histograms?
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Okay. So like comparing the results with what I got, I don't have it in front of me. I wish I did. I remember liking if I were to like invest in a company for like the most attractive investment, I chose company C. And my reasoning was because there's more frequent stock prices in like the 200s and the 150s, whereas the other companies had stock prices in like the 50s and the hundreds for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of forgot to do that part. But
I kind of chose company B,
Okay.
just because it seemed like it was a little consistent, a little bit safe. I like that.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, for the last one, like I was looking in lesson 3, and I think I did it right, or did what we were supposed to do. I'm not sure if I did. Did you guys understand how to do that one?
Well, I interpret it as like creating an equation in Excel to calculate the standard deviation. So that's what I did.
I tried, like, in, so I didn't realize until I was, like, reading through all the stuff in lesson 3. It had, like, filled the rest of, like, a table that was in there by the bird flu stuff. That's what I did. I don't know. It was that thing that kind of talked about how it has all the numbers, and then you add it to get the sum, and then you, from that, like from each of those numbers, you minus the mean that you got, and then you square root it. Or not square root it, but you
Square it.
square it, yeah. And then you find, like, what I do. The total of that over the sample size minus 1. I don't know if I was doing it right. I was trying to do it. And then that number, then you square root that number, and that says that's supposed to be the sample standard deviation.
Yeah. I did. So I plugged in all the numbers that were found in the book online onto Excel, and then I calculated the mean, adding all those up, dividing them by how many of them were, and then for the standard deviation, I did the mean minus the value, and I did that for every single value, calculated the standard deviation for each one, and then I divided that by how many samples there were. That makes sense. And then, yeah, I guess that was the last step. Dividing it by how many samples there were.
Okay. Wait, is it
Yeah.
value minus mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Good question.
I don't remember. Good. Good.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now.
I don't know where I found it, but it was like in that link in the. I'm gonna scroll down. steps of how to find.
You're right. It's the I did it wrong. You did it right. It's the square root of all of the values minus the mean, then that squared divided by n minus 1. So you did it right, Julie.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yep.
I can't remember exactly what it was in the lesson, but it was somewhere in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do we want to go over anything else before we take the test?
Let's see, I'm trying to remember what it was. I guess we could just go over. So, like the definition of standard deviation, just the average distance of all data points in the mean, right?
Yep. That's what I have to.
Okay.
And it's just like a way of measuring the spread of the data.
Okay.
Like if it's really concentrated, like they're really close together or they're really far apart, you can tell the spread by knowing the standard deviation. Cool. Also, it was kind of weird, the definition of standard, is it standard variance? Sample variance? I thought that was weird, that sample variance was just standard deviation squared.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like, I don't know how that would make
I guess. Yeah.
a
And like,
difference.
when I wrote down the steps of how to find the standard deviation, I guess it's all of them. And then if you square root that, you can do the sample variance. I don't understand how that works. Okay.
In the reading, it talked a little bit about how variance is like a high profile way of talking about data. And one of the cons of variance is if you were to square, the example they had was like if you were to square standard deviation when the units are like temperature, if you were to square temperature, you would like totally change the unit. So it wouldn't have very much relevance to square, just like change the unit completely. I don't know if that makes sense. But,
No, it makes sense.
okay.
You guys wanna, I don't know, I guess we can start the quiz.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'm on the quiz right now.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. You already got through the first two things. Okay. It says use the following information into the next thing questions. On rare occasions, a medical procedure is performed on the wrong body part of a patient's body or on the wrong patient. These are called wrong site and wrong patient mistakes. Such errors occur hundreds of times each year across the United States. The medical community is trying to eliminate these errors, but have difficulty reducing their frequency. In a small percentage of these cases, the patient files a lawsuit against hospital. Philip Stale at AL conducted a study on these mistakes and the lawsuits that follow. The data in the file, wrong site, wrong patient, located in the data page of the online textbook represents the amount of in U.S. dollars. Hospitals have been required to pay in wrong site and wrong patient lawsuit. Some of the values equal 0, indicating that this hospital won the legal battle. Question 3. Find the mean amount of hospitals had to pay in wrong lawsuits. Round your answer to the nearest whole dollar. Okay. What we could probably do is download this the data set, and then just like we found the mean, standard deviation, and sample size for question 6, just plug it into that quantitative description thing. So do all the calculations for us.
The wrong side?
I really like that idea.
Okay.
So we take the wrong suit lawsuits, like that column, and put it in what we did for the other ones.
Well, there's a lot of questions. Jeez.
Yeah.
What in the world? Oh, man.
How many
It'll
are
take a
there?
while.
Yeah, we gotta get going on this.
Okay, so I plugged it in and I got 80,041.243 for the mean.
Okay. 'Cause what did you get for the mean?
I got 80,041.243.
Okay, that's what I got. $80,000.243.
Well, it says round to the nearest whole dollar.
Okay.
So
So 80.
41
Yeah.
or 41.
Did you say 41, Julie?
Yeah.
Okay.
841. And the median is 68,552.
Yeah.
Right. You guys on the next information thing.
I'm kind of behind. Trying to pull it up.
Oh.
But I'll be there in a second. There she is. Oh yeah. Hey, which column did you guys use for the first question? Wrong site or wrong patient? Or
Wrong
both?
site.
Yeah.
Wrong
wrong
site.
side.
Okay.
Okay, so write down table.
Okay. Sorry, I'm behind.
It's okay.
Question 4, meet the median. Did you guys have to do that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I got 68,552.
So I have a question about that one. The median, I think, is the middle number.
Yeah.
So does that mean that the data is organized from least to greatest?
You don't know.
I don't think so. I just think however they set up this spreadsheet, it just calculated it.
So. Okay, now let's see. Okay. For the number 6, for the mean, did you get 7?
Oh, hey guys. Sorry, I just joined.
Okay.
Hey,
Sorry, I'm late. I know.
Okay.
No, that's not an excuse, but
We are working on the quiz right now.
okay.
So we just started it a couple minutes ago. But if you just want to open it up and then
All right.
figure out how to do part 2 and like where to find the Excel.
Okay. Let me pull it up. So we're on lesson 3 group meeting quiz, right?
Yeah.
I just did the median separately and I got 68,552.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in. Okay, what question are you guys on?
We're kind of at different spots. I'm starting on question 8.
So are you each like taking a different question and then answering it, or?
We're just kind of all going through it and then asking questions.
Okay. Did you get very far
Mm,
in the quiz or no?
I'm just to question 8, so about halfway.
Okay. What one are you working on? Number 8?
Yeah.
Is it if you were to compute the variance by hand, the following table could be used?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to remember what this is.
So for like the tables I wrote down, the steps. So it's gonna ask what A and what B would be.
Right.
So for A, so the mean for column 1, you add all this together and divide by 4, and the mean is 7. And then what you do in the next column is for each value, you take that value and you minus the mean, and that gives you A. So 19 minus 7.
Okay. So we're trying to find the mean. Deviations from the mean. Okay. So you take all those from the first column and you add them together and divide them by 4. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And then once you have the mean, you for the next one, you the value minus the mean.
So I got 7 for A, right? That's what you guys got?
For
Like for A.
wait, so for A, you have to do 19 minus 7.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It's like the x with the frugally is saying like the mean total from this side.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then the next column is going to square
So
that.
12, right? If I'm doing it right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then so V squared deviations. Okay. So we would do 1 minus 7 and then square that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I need a calculator.
So is anyone on question 10?
Yeah. And I just plugged it into that worksheet we had earlier.
Because I was like, let's do all of that.
Yeah. So I would get 8.2 when it's rounded to the nearest tenth. That sounds right.
Yeah.
So what does it mean by survival times?
That's just, so like up above this, the data is from, like if you scroll up above question 6, it has the
Above question 6? Oh, okay.
information about the table that we're doing.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it's the same numbers. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like the mean for all those would be 28, right? Or 28 divided by 4, so 7, right?
Sorry, my headphones are out. What'd you say?
For question 6, it's just the mean, right? So the answer would be like 7.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm doing this right. Okay. So would the median be 4 then?
Median
Yeah.
is,
Okay.
wait, is the median?
Catching up.
Wait, what is the median?
The median for the survival time?
Yeah.
Because you like list them in order, right? Like 1, 3, 5, 19. And then like since it's even, you take 3 plus. Oh, is it 3 times 5 or 3 plus?
I know what I did when I was in it. Yeah, that's right. So it's,
It would be 3 plus 5 and then divided by 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Catching up. Okay.
and you said for the standard deviation you got 8? Okay.
Yeah, I got 8.2.
Okay. That
You do
sounds-
it in decimal. Oh, round to the nearest tenth. Okay.
Yeah.
No good. I don't think I did it. Okay. 5 number summary. 5%.
So you guys all found 8.2. I'm just trying to catch up.
Yeah, 8.3.
Okay.
Yeah. And to like get that without Excel, you just take like the chart that you're doing, and in the last column you add them all up and divide by.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finished with the quiz.
Okay, how'd you do number 11? Is that just is the minimum 1?
The first number in the 5-number summary is the minimum.
Yeah. So is that just 1? I guess what it's asking.
0.
It's 0?
Yeah, this question refers back to the. Oh snap!
Is it like the box plot?
Are we
Did I do
talking?
this wrong? Oh, I did it wrong.
Are we talking about the data from the Excel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I plugged in the wrong site, not the wrong patient for these last answers. I don't have to do that again.
Well, number 11 is still 0.
Still
It is
0?
okay.
Yeah, I got the wrong patient inside in there.
So number 11 is 0. I'm just gonna pull this
Yeah.
out.
Did you guys plug it in to Excel to get this one?
Yeah, we used that spreadsheet from earlier
Okay.
again.
Okay. So minimum is 0.
Come on, load.
One is for the next one you get 29,496 for the first. Wait a second.
What sound?
Okay, so
I got 3,900 for question 12. Julie, I got your answer, but that's because I plugged in. There's 2 different columns for data: the wrong site and wrong patient. In question 11, it says, "What is the second number in 5-number summary for the wrong patient?"
okay.
Lawsuit data.
So
So
one is
earlier-
the wrong site and one is for wrong patient.
Yeah, earlier in the quiz, we were looking at the wrong site, but now we're looking at wrong patient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I pulled that up. Okay.
So the second number in the 5-number summary, isn't that the maximum?
The second number in the 500 is it's the so it goes the minimum, first quartile, and then the second quartile, which is the median.
Oh, okay.
The third quartile, and then the last one is maximum.
Yeah, I understood it goes minimum, Q1, Q2, Q3, and then maximum.
Okay.
Cool beans. So for number 12, I got 3,900. For number 13, I got 50,145.5. you guys get similar?
Yeah, I got the same
Ah.
thing.
Julia, have you done 14 yet?
The second step, you said you got 3,900.
Okay, so I just pulled everything up. So the first number you said was 0. The second number. I'm trying to find-
Wait, so for number 12, did you get 3,900?
Yeah, that's what we got.
Okay.
Oh, I see. So 3,900 would be the second.
Yep.
Okay.
And then so number 13 is, for number 13 you get 50,145.5.
$50,145.5.
Correctamundo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Question number 14. Third quartile. I understand it to be the green area. Actually the top line in the green area. So it would be like 180.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Cool. Everyone good on
180. Oh,
question
okay.
14?
Yeah.
180. That makes sense.
Question 15. Longest observed time. I think it's the first line, the top line in the box plot. So I said 710.
Yeah.
Good with that.
Okay.
Okay.
110.
Moving on to 16. Based on the box plot, what is the value of the mean? I said this cannot be determined because it only tells the median,
Yeah, I was talking to
not the mean.
Okay.
That's what I got.
you can't just turn and not stop from the box. Got all of them. And then
Who wants to sacrifice himself and click go to submit quiz first?
I still have to do the first.
I'll click on it.
I guess we could take turns since we're gonna be doing this every.
So the first 5, it's from the JAMA surgery. One. Is that what it's called?
Wait, where are you?
For the first 5, I haven't done those yet.
Oh yeah. So you click on like the link, and then we plugged in the wrong site data into the Excel that we use for the preparation.
So for the first 5, you just pick one. Oh, okay, wrong site, wrong data. So the first 5 are for the wrong site.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Wrong site.
Okay. There's a lot. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Paste. Okay. All right, find the mean, round to the nearest whole dollar. So the mean would be 76,640. That's just what the chart says. So
You said mean?
yeah.
I got 8,041.
Yeah, that's what
1,041. I think I played this
Wait,
one.
80,000?
Yeah, 80,000.
Oh, I think I played this
Zero.
Just like in
Woo.
ones on the left.
And then for question number 4, I
So what
got
was three? Sorry.
68,552.
68,552.
Exactly. 68,552 for question 4.
Okay, and the third one was 8,000, 80,000. What?
80,041 for question number 3.
80,041.
And then question 5, we got 71,404.
404. Okay, I'll try plugging that in again. Get the right answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna submit the quiz.
Did you guys submit?
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Okay. I just submitted it.
Okay, I'm submitting. I think I put in all the answers.
Yep. I'm all right. That means we all got them right.
Yes. Talking about.
Sweet.
That's good, because that. Yeah, you got it right. Okay.
Awesome. Good job, guys.
Sweet.
Yes. Awesome. That took a long time.
Mhm.
Yeah, it did.
I think we're gonna get better at this video chat thing. We can get it done like really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially this one was just, I felt really confusing because it's
Yeah.
all like new.
And Excel and different bits
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, that was kind of.
Awesome, guys.
Well, good. We don't need to meet again this week, right? But next week we do.
Yep, we're all good.
Is it like on Tuesday?
Okay.
But I guess when we find out, text you guys and we can pick the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for organizing everything, Julie. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. I've used this before. So.
All right. See you guys later.
Yep. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.